This video is for anybody who receives this message. My goal here is to get Disney or Marvel or whoever in charge of the home releases to release the Marvel movies that use the IMAX format. What you're seeing here is actually the correct aspect ratio that is used in Captain America Civil War. This scene, as you can see here, is actually full screen. Um, and it shows the whole IMAX image. Now, I'm sure those of you who release these movies already know that, um, but I would like to see these releases appear on regular Blu-rays and 4K Blu-rays as well. I can understand not releasing movies like Civil War, Captain Marvel, Guardians, and any other movies that use the IMAX format because not all not all of them were shot completely in IMAX. However, Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, they were shot completely in IMAX, so I don't understand why it wasn't released um, in the correct aspect ratio. As you can see here, this fills up the entire picture. Now I'm using this scene as a demonstration. Notice the black bars on the top and bottom. Now, as soon as he goes up these stairs, it switches into full screen, and it's a nice seamless transition. It's really cool. And the point of IMAX is to add scale, show the grander image, show how huge this place is, right? I think this movie especially does an excellent job at showing it just how big these movies are and how just grandiose, I guess, if you will, they can be. Now, especially movies like Infinity War and Endgame, since those movies are the conclusion to 22 films in the MCU, I think those movies are very important to have released in the correct format. Once again, I would like to see all of these movies that are shot with this format released, and those movies include Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Captain Marvel, Infinity War, and Endgame, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and there might be a few that I'm missing, but I think it's very important. Sony has actually did a deal with Fandango to where if you stream Spider-Man Far From Home in 4K on Fandango now, you get the IMAX scenes. And I know it's completely possible to release these IMAX scenes on disc because Tron Legacy, a movie that was released 10 years ago, included the correct aspect ratios, and that's a Disney movie. And other movies today, like Aquaman and Mission Impossible Fallout, they also include that aspect ratio. So I'm just going to be sending these messages until something can come of it. I saw that um, the Snyder Cut that Warner Brothers is finally releasing only happened because of people wanting it to get done, and I want this to be done too. I believe it's important to these movies, and it's important to preserve a piece of the history, of the way these films were actually made. Now, I've contacted Disney like 3 times and they gave me this address. So hopefully you guys actually watch this and understand where I'm coming from. And please don't get mad at me for using footage. This is all fair use as far as I'm aware. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for your consideration and expect more messages, but in the nicest of ways, of course. So one more thing, there's this video of the Russo brothers, the directors of Infinity War and Endgame, saying that they tried to make this happen for a while, but it is an IMAX question. If that is the case, please work with IMAX to make this happen. I believe there's a middle ground that can be reached, and if it can happen with Spider-Man, it can happen with this. So yeah, thanks for watching this video.
As a fan of IMAX, it's incredible that you shot Infinity War and Avengers 4 completely in that format and with Civil War. But how come with no changing aspect ratios, the IMAX format did not make it to Blu-ray?
Did not make the Blu-ray?
Yeah.
That's an IMAX question, frankly. They have agency over that format, and it's complicated. It's about the best answer I can give you. But we spent a long time trying to make that happen. Doesn't mean that you won't see it in after theatrical at some point in IMAX format.